Hello campers and canoe trippers. What I'm going to do today is give you a demonstration of how I put the new cherrywood gunwales onto my Bell Prospector. The old gunwales, they had about 10 years of hard wear up in the boundary waters, so I decided to replace them. Now, to start off, I had two drills. One has a section of tape around it so I don't drill too far, and the other one has a countersink on it, and that way I don't have to swap back and forth trucking and re-trucking. Okay? So to get started, I have a 6-inch piece of scrap here because that's how far apart each screw goes, and I measure down from the last screw a little bit of a mark. Drill very carefully. Now this is the second drill I've used on this. Going through this Kevlar hull, it dulled the tip when I put the other side on, so I got myself another drill to go on there. Now the countersink. Little beeswax to help it thread in a little bit better. And I have a really good screwdriver. It's one of those ones that's geared, and it'll put that right in. Now when I get down to the end, I want to move some of that wax out of the way, because I want a really good view of just how it's going into the countersink. And I want to make sure that the holes are all lined up with every other hole. And then it's just a matter of moving the clamp, moving the other clamp, remarking, drill a new hole, don't forget the countersink, which I did a couple times and had to take the screw out. Little wax, real beeswax too. And I've got a second driver, and I put a new driver tip on there, because after a while it actually did kind of gouge out a little bit, so I wanted everything nice and square to work with. Watch to make sure that wax out of the way, and watch to make sure everything is nice and square right there. Okay? And then move the clamp. And remark it. Now I'm getting close to the end, so I'm not going to do any more drilling right now, because let me show you what's next. And that's the end cap and the end plate. And they're going to fit in there, and there'll be a lot more screws to go in, so I don't want to go any further. Okay? Now speaking of screwing, I could have used this. but I want more control, so I did everything by hand. So next up will be the carry bar and the seat, and there'll be some thwarts that'll go in there too. And I had to trim some of the excess Kevlar that came up over the top of the gunnels. I just couldn't bend everything to get it the way I wanted it to, and I didn't want to stress the wood. So a couple places the Kevlar edge is standing, so I use this really enormous cutter here to take off some of that. Okay? Now let me show you a couple other things before I finish. As you can see, the clamps, well, what I did in order to get a real nice tight clamp was to drill a 1-inch hole in the wood of these clamps. Okay? And that way you can see it fits right around the gunnel nice and tight. So when I bring these up tight, it's on the wood and it's not coming up straight like it would if it had not been cut. Okay, so there it is. It's been a week or so of on and off work because of the rain and the storms we've had around here. One of the first things I did when I got the wood and brought it back home again was put a really good layer of Watco oil on it, and it really made that cherry stand right out. So, fellow campers and canoe trippers, you hang in there, and I'll be back and I'll show you how I put the end caps and the rest of the trim into the canoe. Alright, well, have a good day. If you have a chance, get out on the water.